you, Jesus. Oh, yes, Lord. Welcome back to Put It in a Pause in It to spend time with God. I am Stephanie Lewis, and I am glad that you're here. Today, we'll talk about my new series, Turn Pausing with God into a Spiritual Discipline that leads to a daily habit. We will explore how sacred pause each day can transform our life. See, in a world that demands, that distracts, that has deadlines, we need more than just quick prayers or even brief thoughts of God. We need discipline. And from that discipline, we'll grow daily into a daily habit of being still in His presence. Discipline says, I will spend time with God today, even when I don't feel like it. 1 Timothy 4 says, train yourself to be godly. Train yourself to be godly. Discipline is an intentional choice that we make. Discipline is doing what's right even when we don't feel like it or even when it's hard. It's the starting point, a decision to follow through. It is often requires efforts, focus, and self-control. Discipline. Discipline is about training and not convenience. Sometimes we have to get beyond how we feel, what we're thinking, and just do it anyway. That's discipline. Disciplining yourself to do something that you normally wouldn't do, but you know that you need to do in order to move into the things of God. So we talked about discipline. Habits. Habit is a natural pattern. Habit is what happens when discipline is practiced repeatedly. It becomes automatic, a part of your daily rhythm, like brushing your teeth, making you a cup of coffee, locking the door when you leave the house. See, you don't have to remind yourself to do that. You just do it. That is what you call a habit, something that comes naturally. Habits takes time to form, but they flow more easily once they are in place. We discipline ourselves that we're able to do the things that we know that we should be doing. Spending time in the presence of God. Habit says spending time with God is just what I do. Why? It's just like brushing your teeth, like I said a minute ago. Making you a cup of coffee. It's just what you do. You don't leave the house without brushing your teeth. You don't leave the house without putting on deodorant. It's just something that you do. It is a habit. Think about the habits that you have that does not benefit you spiritually. We need to have habits that discipline us spiritually and habits that build us spiritually. Daniel 6:10 says, Daniel prayed just as he had done before. See, that's a habit formed by discipline. No matter what Daniel went through, he still took time out to pray 3 times a day because it was a habit. A habit that he disciplined in himself doing. So in this new series, we're going to talk about spiritual discipline that leads to a daily habit. Turn our pause with God into a spiritual discipline that would lead to a daily habit. This is your invitation to turn a holy pause into a holy pattern. Join me on my new series, Turning Pause with God into a spiritual discipline that leads to a daily habit. Our first episode that I will come back with on our next visit, on our next time coming together, will be what comes first, spiritual discipline or a daily habit. So I thank you for tuning in today. And if you have not already subscribed, hit the notification button, subscribe. Share this with somebody who you think that can benefit from spiritual discipline that leads to a daily habit. That's something we all should be doing. If we want to get closer to God, if we want to develop our relationship with Him, we have to develop the necessary things that will take us into having a spiritual discipline that will lead us to a daily habit. Praying daily, seeking Him daily, getting in His presence daily, praising and worshiping Him daily. There's so many natural things that we do daily that we fall short in the things that we ought to be doing daily for God and God with God. So I challenge you to join me on next time. I challenge you to tune in to put a pause in your daily walk. Put a pause in the time of whatever you're doing. Put a pause just to be still, to hear what God is saying. Not just to run through our prayers, not just have brief thoughts about Him, but make it count. Let God know that He is number one, that He is our main focus. So I thank you again. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.